Hey Planet Poke viewers, welcome to this Pokemon Showdown RU tier match against Jetsadgfa, which is actually a pretty hard name to pronounce, but I think I did pretty good. It's not as hard to pronounce as my username, but it's pretty high on the hard pronunciation level. Anyway, as I said, this is an RU tier match. I kind of forgot what it was when I was announcing it, but it is RU. And yeah, we're both running pretty basic RU teams. Entei is actually so common in RU that near every team packs either a Choice Banded or Choice Scarfed Entei. But anyway, yeah, not really much detail I can go into my team. I have Ferrothorn for hazards and stuff, Sandslash as a rapid spinner, which is also kind of an attacker. I actually messed up when I was creating this Sandslash because I forgot to put defense EVs on it, and it has, I think I made it an attacking variant, which probably shouldn't have been what I've done, or what I did, so yeah, it's not great at all. Choice Bandit Primeape, kind of special defensive and bulky Lantern with Water Absorb as opposed to Volt Absorb. Entei Choice Band, obviously, and Kabutop's Life Orb with Sword Stance, which I don't actually use in this battle, I think. So, anyway, opponent has pretty basic stuff. Let's just get into the battle. So I'm going to lead off with Primeape, because I know apart from Sceptile, it will outspeed everything on his team. I'm just going to go for the U-turn, get that residual damage, and make the switch into my Sandslash, which at this point I did think had defense EVs, but I checked it after and it turns out it doesn't, which is why Drain Punch does so much damage as opposed to the minimal damage it should have done, as well as this Ice Punch, because I probably would have been able to take Ice Punch a lot better. But go for the Toxic, it misses, which obviously sucks. So I'm going to retreat out into my Lantern, predicting him to go for another Ice Punch, but he actually goes for the Drain Punch. Good play, and that does half, basically. So I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump as he goes to the Drain Pump. Drain Punch, not Drain Pump. And luckily I get a crit, so maybe the hacks on the Toxic missing pays dividends in the end, because I did get a crit on that Hydro Pump, which I don't think would have taken out. I didn't run the Calyx, I probably should, but I go to my Ferrothorn, predicting him to go for the Extreme Speed, but he actually goes for the Flare Blitz, which actually is a lot better. I didn't really need Ferrothorn, but it would have probably been a little bit better to have him later on in the battle. But you saw how much recoil damage that thing took. It took Iron Barb's damage, recoil damage, and whatever the other thing was, Rocky Helmet damage. Anyway, go for the Aqua Jet on Sceptile. Obviously not going to do a lot, even with Life Orb. Goes for the Leaf Storm. It does more than a quarter, but nothing to get myself worried about, especially now that he has the -2 on special attack. So he goes out into his Feraligatr. I did predict the switch. Go for the Extreme Speed, and that does near 40%, just a little, well actually with leftovers recovery it's a little shy at 70%, so it does more than a quarter. I predict the Water type move, goes for the Waterfall, gives me 30% back with Water Absorb, which is great, and he switches out into his Uxie as I go for the Ice Beam, and that doesn't do very much because Uxie is pretty good special defensively, and I don't think there is much special attack investment on this Lantern. I think it's mainly just for bulk and to be a sort of physical wall, or not physical, a special wall, take hits. And I think after seeing how much damage that Psychic did, I think I am a special defensive wall. I really can't remember what this team is fully, but anyway, I go for the Discharge. It doesn't do too much. Go to my Kabutops because I know I can take a Psychic, and I probably should have went for the Sword Stance here, because if I went for the Sword Stance, I would have been able to live another Psychic and then go for a Waterfall, which would have taken me out. I probably would have died to Life Orb recoil, but I would have been able to take out his Uxie a lot earlier than I do. So I go to my Primeape, he predicts that and switches out into Steelix as I go for the U-turn, which would have obviously taken it out from that range of HP because Uxie wouldn't be able to take a Choice Banded U-turn from Primeape. So I go to my Lantern, knowing that I'm going to outspeed Steelix, and go for the Hydro, which hits and takes it out. So that's really good. And because it lost that little 1% of HP, the Sturdy doesn't kick in, so I was clean to take it out with the Hydro Pump, which is great. Goes up to a Sceptile, goes for Leech Seed, not the best play because I do go for the Ice Beam. Does a lot of damage to Sceptile, which is good. Obviously I'm going to be losing HP from Leech Seed, but the Ice Beam did enough that I know it's going to be a 2-hit KO, and he knows that too, so he's going to switch out into his Feraligatr. Played it safe, just went for the Ice Beam. I thought he may have actually attacked me. I was actually sacrificing my Lantern here, but as it turns out, he makes a very, very bad play here. Goes for the Aqua Jet. That is a big no-no, because you were going to give me a lot of HP, and you're going to let me go for the Discharge, which is going to paralyze his, well, not you, but he's going to go for the Aqua Jet, give me HP back, go for the discharge, paralyze his Feraligatr, and take him out with the second discharge because I outspeed him now that he is paralyzed. And yeah, Lantern unintentionally does a lot of work in this battle. He goes for the Psychic, and I go for the Hydro Pump, takes out Uxie from that range of HP. And yeah, Lantern put in a good shift at the office. I really wasn't intending to use Lantern this way. It was mainly just to take some hits, but I'm going to die to a Leaf Storm from that HP, and yeah, that Aqua Jet on my Lantern really did cost him the game, because I'm going to be able to go out into my Primeape. He's going to go for the Leech Seed. It really wouldn't matter if it hit, because I'm going for the U-turn. It's going to take him out, and I was going to be switching out in something else, so Leech Seed would have been pretty redundant. I go out into my Entei, as he goes out into his final Pokemon, which is his own Entei, and I guess there must have been a speed tie here, because I believe I am a Jolly Entei. He goes for the Stone Edge, unless he's Scarfed, maybe. He goes for Stone Edge, that takes me out. I was going to go for the Stone Edge on him. But I go to my Primeape, go for the Earthquake. He's obviously not Scarfed if I had speed him, so he must have been speed tie or something. But anyway, that's pretty much the battle. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you for more shortly enough. So, catch you then.